Welcome to lecture 99. So the title of this lecture is Allah Akbar in Quran. So we will check this, whether this phrase or this expression is in the Quran. The expression Allah Akbar is known as Takbir also. It is an essential and repetitive constituent of during the following practice or ritual. Azan. In the Azan, they say start with Allah Akbar. All the prayers, Hajj, Umrah, Jihad, funeral procession, they also express Allah Akbar. Denotion collective gathering and between the fight of different sects of Muslim. So this term is used in the following events or in the practice. So prior to start this discussion, I would like to make the translation of this 548 verse, because Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or all the messenger, they check all the theories or practice or worshipping or all the ideology with the yardstick of the kitab, with the yardstick of the Quranic meter. So وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ وَمُهَيْمِنًا عَلَيْهَا وَحَكَمًا بَيْنَهُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا أَهْوَاءَهُمْ عَمَّا جَاءَكُم مِّنَ الْحَقِّ لِكُلٍّ جَعَلْنَا مِنكُمْ شِرْعَةً وَمِنْهَاجًا وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَجَعَلَكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً وَلَكِنْ لَيَبْلُوَكُمْ فِيمَا آتَاكُمْ فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ إِلَى اللَّهِ مَرْجِعُكُمْ جَمِيعًا وَيُنَبِّئُكُم بِمَا كُنتُمْ فِيهِ. So we have dispatched to you, Anjalna Laika, or we refined to you, the written mandate, Al-Kitab, with justice, confirming the truthness of the earlier regulation, Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi. So I am also using, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was, and all the other prophets, they were using the yardstick of the Quran to check the other system or other constitution, with this justice of the book. Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhim, whatever they have from this book. So if they say this is the economy law, so they were checking that it is according to the Quranic economy law or according to Quranic rule and regulation, and guarding its safety. They also, if the Quranic laws were implemented over there, they check it that is it properly working or not. From corruption, Minal Kitabe Mahinama, they check it, the rule and regulation should not be used by the evil people or in the evil way. So you should make the judgment between them, Fahakam Bainahum. Using the Quran, you can make the decision whether it is right or wrong. So you have the yardstick. In accordance what Allah has revealed to you. According to that. It is not your wish or any person's wish, it is according to the law which Allah has given to you, and do not follow their desire when you issue judgments. So that was the Musaddiqan lima. And do not follow their desire when you issue judgment. وَلَا تَتْبَعُوا أَهْوَاهُمْ. Ahwa, their wishes, their desire. Don't follow. Your decision should be based on the judgment. When this decree of the justice has come to you from established and unavoidable truth. Ja'a min al-haq. This is established and unavoidable truth. So according to this, you were making the decision using the yardstick of the Quran. You were not following their, wishes or their desire. For each of you, لِكُلِّ, we have prescribed جَعَلْنَا مِنْكُمْ a law. We have given them the law, Sharia. They made the Sharia, self-styled Sharia. They made these laws themselves. And clear way of action. So we have prescribed them the law, Sharia law, not this Sharia which the priesthood is using. It is a Sharia Quranic law. And clear way of action. Where you have to do, where you have to go, what to do. If it was Allah's wish or His program. This is according to the Allah's rule and regulation. He would have made or programmed you to one course or one path. If you wish, He can make you a herd of sheep. He can make you one nation. No choice for reject or accept. You can be a herd of sheep, herd of buffalo, herd of cow. But it was not His program. He has given you freedom. لَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. He can do it. But He did not do it because this is beautiful. His program is unique. You are the only species who has the choice. But by giving you the choice or act of testing, وَلَكِنْ لَيَبْلَكُمْ فِي مَا آتَيْنَكُمْ. Give you choice. Okay, you do. And the test will be happen according to our laws. So that you should involve in the race of spirituality who is doing the betterment in relating to the possessing excellent act with generosity, liberality and beauty in disposition of affair. Fastakbu, spirituality in which generosity, liberality, beauty in disposition of affairs. Who do the best job? Who advanced this? So this liberty has been given you, or the freedom or the choice, yes or no, accept or reject. It is to make this planet more beautiful. Freedom, generosity, excellence. They will come back to Allah's laws collectively. Ilallah marjakum jamia. Accountability is going to be happen according to His law. In the Muslim now, Jamian, they are gone. They are failed. They are degradation. This is the result. No generosity, no liberty, no beauty. They are the worst poverty. So that He will inform you about those affairs وَيُنَبِّكُمْ بِمَا in which you have differences. So now we have differences. From other nation we are not competing. Our thinking is religious. We are not thinking, we are not using our mind, so this is the main difference with us. So this Masadda Kalima, this, all the messengers use it to confirm the truthness of the earlier regulation. There are 98 lectures so far, and I am using the same method, using any Islamic ideology or any hadith or any sunnah. When I go through it, then I use the yardstick of the Quran to confirm the truthness of their saying or regulation. So that is why I use the same, Masadde Kallema process for Azan. I put everything and then I submit the Quranic verses in the sport of what I'm thinking. So this is I'm doing all my life. Anything which I listen or which come to me, I use the process Masadde Kallema Baina Yadayhi. Whatever in their friend, whatever we have, I have checked Hajj, Umrah, praying, marriage system, and all the ritual we have. I checked all the hadiths. It took me 3 years, and I used this Masadde Kallema Baina Yadayhi. Or they are saying, let me say. And I found only 12 hadiths were okay. The rest are all garbage. So by using this, Masadde Kallema Baina Yadayhi. So this is the process I have used all my life to check the different sect and different, religion thoughts. I check all these khutbat, Friday khutbat, Eid khutbat. I check everything. I check all these. Then I check Jibrail, what they are saying. So they are 98 lecture. I'm using the same process. So let me come to the phrase does not exist in the Quran, Allahu Akbar. It is not in the Quran. So there must be some reason. In fact, the saying Allahu Akbar, according to the Arabic grammar, is synonymous with insulting Him. It is an insult of Allah. Because Allah is comparable to none. And when you say Allahu Akbar, you are comparing this to someone else. And there is no comparison. So this is I'm using Masadde Kallema Baina Yadayhi. A simple example might illustrate the point being made. Every Muslim is familiar with the term Allahu Akbar. It is the most common expression used at the time of Hajj and Umrah, but in fact it remains that from our Quranic point of view, it is a blasphemy. It is a blasphemy. By saying that, people are degrading the real and ultimate status of Allah. The term Allahu Akbar, according to the Arabic grammar, is a comparative and superlative adjective, and that is the reason why it has not been incorporated in the Quran. The Quran, it means grammatically, is also complete book, accurate book. This is the reason the word Allahu Akbar is not mentioned in the Quran. It reflects that the Quran is also free from Arabic grammar, rules and regulation. It is a non-Quranic term and must never be used as such. The point is that by uttering Allahu Akbar, Allah is being compared to some other God or other personality. Allah can be great only when there is someone else matching up to it. Conversely, when there is no other God to compare with Allah, then He cannot be great by any means in His own right. So this is the reason the Quran does not use this word. This call for comparison to Allah is ridiculous and must be suspended forthwith in the Islamic world, as instead of praising Him, people are degrading His unique and infinite personality, which is out of the limitation of the space-time continuum imposed upon every single entity existing in the universe. However, the Quran has utilized the term Akbar for comparing a couple of common things, physical realities and metaphysical concepts, tangible and intangible material, etc. in the verses mentioned below. So the Quran used the word Akbar, but it is comparison to the reality, physical activities. So let me give you the example 2219. The disadvantage of intoxication of the wealth and the lust power are far greater or bigger than their advantage. So this is a comparison. يسألونك عن الخمر والمسر قل فيها اسم كبير ومنافع للناس اسمه أكبر من نفعها ويسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل له كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تكفرون. So khamar doesn't mean they said they asked three concerning wine and gambling, but this is a sin, is greater than the profit. So this is the translation. Or Muslim, they ask you Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam concerning alcoholic drink and gambling. So it is a sin. So this is not a talk of alcoholic or gambling. There is something else. So they ask you about the intoxication of the power, al-khumar, all kind of power. And easy way of minting money, wal-masar. So it does not mean the Quran has declared the wine is haram, no, or the gambling is haram, no. It is something else, and I'll come to that. If what our priesthood is saying, the wine is haram or alcohol is haram, then why they are taking the cup syrup? It has 3.5% alcohol. Then why they are taking the capsule? All the capsule, they are soluble in alcohol. So if it is haram, so why you are taking all this medicine? And then they are saying that this pork is haram. Where in the Quran? I already explained it. Let me give you what you should eat. It is my research. In the four-legged animal, those animals who are chewing, ruminating, they don't have the two front teeth. You should try to eat those because they have a two stomach. And the disease, as compared to one stomach, four-legged animal, you will get less disease from them. Cow has four stomach. Camel has a four stomach. So they are livestock. Similarly, goat has. So try to. So in the four-legged animal, those animals have four stomach or ruminating. They don't have their two front teeth because they eat and after they sit down and they break by billions of enzymes in their stomach to cut that grass. So that is why they are ruminating. They don't have the two teeth. And in the two legs, you will only eat those species of bird which has two stomach, like hen, like duck. Certain ducks have. So this is, and from the seafood, you should eat all those species which has no heart. The fish, it has no heart. It's a different system. But the big fish, it has a heart. So, from the seafood, only, it's my research, my personal, I'm not giving this from Islam. So, only those species which has no heart that you take. And why you are not slaughtering the fish? Because there is no blood over there. But you have to slaughter the four-legged or two-legged animals or bird. Why? Chicken or ducks or other bird. Because the blood should be completely drained out. And why this? Because you should not get any disease or infection from the blood, because the disease in the blood. So make sure, that is the reason slaughtering you should do, and make sure that its blood should be completely drained out. And now they are saying Allah Akbar for what? So similarly, Quran is saying this masal, stealing the money, taking the money by business, cheating, it's an easy way, increase the price. This is our minting money, just like bank, they increase their mortgage. Tell in both fihima, there are big slowdown of the pace of economy. So both these things, they adversely affect the economy, rate of the economy progress. This is Quran say. This should not happen. And as well as beneficial to some extent to the people. Yeah, there some people are making beneficial. But it is a kabir. It adversely, greatly slow down the pace of economy. But in both cases, the damage or slow down the pace of progress or economy of the society. Muhammad. In both cases, Khumar and Masal, it adverts the economy progress, adversely affect the. So it's greater than their benefit of both. So there, the Quran has used over here Muhammad Akbar, comparison. So its damage of the economy is bigger than its benefit. If you use this your intoxication of power or easy money minting, they ask you how we should move the economy swiftly. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ. How we swiftly move the resources of economy. Tell them the best choice to pay out or utilize or process the resources of the freeing the people from the slavery, economic slavery, evil affairs, and to bring tenderness, softness in the society, and pay a large sum of money from the funds for health, soundness, safety, security, and defense. So this is how you should how you should move swiftly, fastly in the economy. Free the people from economic slavery. Free the society from evil affairs. And bring tenderness, softness in the society. So this is the way economy will flourish. This is known as afuna. This is how Allah's laws clearly explain you with Quranic verses, in this hope that you may reflect upon these affairs كَذَلِكَ يُبَيِّنُ لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So this is why you think upon that. The lust for power and making the fight, imposing the restriction, economic restriction, or all the franchise, they are controlling their franchise and controlling their economy. It is not good for the economy. Look, China. Small industry everywhere. Small industry. China uses power, manpower, and the technology of the Western country controls them. Now, in your house, in your office, in your store, in your building, 99% material is from China. You are their slave now. There are man-made rules and regulations resulting in established like a autocracy, dictatorship, democracy. But the implementation of the Quranic Charter produce excellent result possible. Atul ma uhiya alayka min al-kitab wa aqamu as-salat inna salata tanha anil fasha wal munkar wal zikrullahi akbar wal zikrullahi akbar. Not Allahu Akbar, zikr. Wallahu ma ya'lamu ma tasanun. Present or convey, which has been documented to you. Present them or convey them. Uhayya laika, from the written mandate min al-kitab, and establish its administrative system wa aqamu salat, not 5-time prayers. Certainly, the Quranic management system in al-salat prevent tanha from negligence or greediness, anal-fash, collecting the money. 60 people, they are controlling the entire wealth of this planet. This is fasha, greediness. And what has been disapproved by the Quran, those laws of economy, justice, which Quran has disapproved, you are putting those laws. That is why these people are fasha. Have and have not gap is widening. And the charter of the reminder of Allah is bigger, look here, or greater than any other constitution. Wal zikrullah akbar. You should say in your daily life, wal zikrullah. The constitution, the rules of Allah, the reminder of Allah is greater than all these constitution, autocracy, democracy, socialism, or dictatorship. And Allah's laws are aware what they are doing or conducting skillfully. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasanun. What they are doing, Allah does not know them. You know them, what you are doing when you are ripping off the other people. So considering in the light of above discussion, considering the Quranic evidence present above, it should be abundantly clear that use of the expression Allahu Akbar during Azan call for a prayer, all through 5 days prayer on Hajj, Eve, and other countless occasions related to praying may be not intentionally is in direct clash with the Quranic syntax. It is tantamount to insulting Allah's inimitable and incomparable personality and instigates an insurgency against the explicit message of the Quran. So according to the Quran, the right term that should be used was Allahu Akbar. Quran gives a solution. This means that being a Muslim, the proclamation must always be the constitution of Allah is the best or is the bigger, overrides all human legislation, and it is our solemn commitment to try our utmost for implementing the sovereignty of Allah's code. This is the meaning of Wasrullah. So this is, I am not giving from my, my end all these things. I'm using the yardstick of the Quran to check what you have in hand. I have checked all the hadiths, I have checked Islamic history, I have checked Sunnah, and I have checked all the translation. By using the way Musaddiqal ma baina, what they are doing now. So this is I have done, and that is why I am saying Wazkurullah Akbar, which Allah Akbar is insult of the God. That is why the Quran does not use it. So if you still have some question, please, you have the freedom to write it. And look, in everywhere we are insulting Allah. We are insulting Allah, and we are living in a degradation. We have been in a humiliation condition. All other nations, we are the slave of all other nations, technically or socially or economically. So this is because we don't think. If you insult Allah, you will also be insulted by His laws. So this is the end of this lecture, and tomorrow we will again check, is wudu in the Quran? This is the tomorrow lecture. So this is the same. What Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was doing, what other Prophet was doing, and you should also do this. Check any news come to you, or any ritual, or any Islamic information, or any other information. You should check using the yardstick of the Quranic verses. And I did in all my life. That is why I am in front of you. Thank you very much.